Hi everyone. So this lecture is going to be on how to help low vision patients who's having a problem or a blurry vision with near tasks. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. And when it comes to near vision problem, it can be for reading, it can be for near activities such as sewing, it can be any near task that they're not able to do, can be helped with a few devices. Okay, and the first management when it comes to near vision problem, it's similar to the distance one. We start with reading glasses first, obviously reading addition. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, the maximum addition that we can give to a person is plus 3.75. Okay, so that is the reading addition that we try with patient first. So if let's say that helps them, then it's okay for them to be able to do the near task. If let's say they're not able to do it, then only we go for magnifiers. Okay, so this is the example of the magnifiers. Okay, we have a few which we're going to look at one by one. Okay, what are the magnifiers, what is the use, and also what are the advantages and disadvantages of each devices. And also we're going to look into the prescribing procedure. Okay, so this lecture is for OPT 3475, low vision and further optometric care. Okay, low vision aids for near. So that's the topic for this lecture. Okay, so when it comes to this management for near devices, the first option is always reading addition. Okay, which we already discussed earlier. So the reading addition that need to be given to patient. Okay, so after that, if let's say it is not sufficient enough, okay, so the first option under the low vision device for near would be high plus reading glasses. Okay, high plus reading glasses is similar to reading addition, but the power start from +4. Okay, so it starts from +4, and that whatever that is prescribed more than 3.75, that it is known to be the high plus reading glasses. Okay, so before we go into this high plus reading glasses, one thing that you have to know about high plus reading glasses is 4 diopter equals to 1 magnification, 1 times magnification. That means if you prescribe a 4 diopter plus 4 diopter to a person and ask them to look at, to do some near work, and the image that the person will see is, if let's say there is like a string, with 1 centimeter, right? Okay, when they wear this +4, it will be 1 times bigger than the original string. Okay, so that is magnification. That means if let's say a 4 diopter is prescribed, +4 is given to a person, okay, it will be, okay, 1 times bigger. The image that they see through the glasses will be 1 times bigger than the original object. Okay, so that's why it is known to be the high plus reading glasses. Okay, it's a magnifying glasses that is prescribed to a person. Okay, so that they will be able to do their near work. Okay, so what is the advantages and disadvantages of this high plus reading glasses is, advantages is obviously they have like a wide range of magnification. Okay, so we can prescribe, from 1 times to 12 times. Okay, 1 times means is 4 diopter. Okay, to up to 48 diopter. Okay, but so that is the advantage. Number 2 is the good field of view. Okay, if let's say a magnifier is prescribed to a patient, okay, what will happen is the field of view will be restricted. Okay, as I explained in the previous video on the distance telescope. the field of view is restricted. I mean, if let's say they're able to see the whole screen, they're only able to see like one part of it. Similarly, for this high plus reading glasses, if let's say with the like normally when we read, right, we will be able to see all of this. Okay, what will happen is if let's say a magnifier is prescribed to a person, they might able to see only two words or three words only in a row. So they will not be able to see the the whole reading text or text materials that they see. So, but the advantage of this high plus reading glasses is they will still be able to see the whole reading text. So there is no um, there is no restriction in the field of view. So they have a good field of view. Okay, and then the third one is the both hands will be free because they don't need to hold the device. Okay, it is like a normal reading glasses, so it will be worn as a glasses. So the hands will be free for for that person to do writing or any craft work related to the new one. Okay, and also the high plus reading glasses can be used for long periods because of the you don't need to hold them. It's binocular, it's binocular, and also you hold them, it's binocular, and also the field of view will be good. So all these be this reading glasses to be something that is very easy to use. Okay, so that will tend to patients tend to use it for a longer period. Okay, and also socially accepted because when you use a magnifier, people are able to guess that you're having some visual impairment. Okay, while if let's say you use a reading glasses, right? Okay, similar to reading glasses, uh, uh, it is not cosmetically weird for the patient. Okay, what are the disadvantages? Now you're going to look at the disadvantages of this high plus reading glasses. One is the exact reading distance. Okay, the reading distance is very limited. Okay, the higher the power, the shorter the reading distance of the between the spectacles and also the reading materials. So if let's say by a 4 diopter, maybe they will be holding it slightly closer. If let's say they are wearing a 12 times, maybe it might be only 5 to 10 centimeter. It is very close to the eyes. So this a short reading distance, right? It will be difficult for the patient because they have to, hold it very close. So might not be very comfortable for the patients. Okay, and high power needs short distance and good lighting. Okay, because if let's say they have to read at a very close distance, like 5 centimeter, for example. Okay, if let's say you have like additional lighting, okay, so this additional lighting has to be positioned at the right place so that it doesn't actually make the shadow to fall on the reading materials. Okay, so this is the disadvantage. Good lighting is required. Okay, and also binocularity is hard. Okay, yes, you don't need to hold it, it is, you're able to view it with both your eyes. However, if let's say the power is higher, right? So binocularity is going to be hard when it is actually very close to the reading material for high powers. Okay. And also the high power glasses is also expensive. Okay. The higher the power, okay, the lenses is going to be expensive to make it thinner. Okay, so that are the disadvantages of these high plus reading glasses. Okay, when it comes to this high power reading glasses, right, the frame selection also has to be given a concern. Okay, round rims are preferable as they allow vision through the lenses even if the frame slips. Okay, so these round frames are, are encouraged, and small frames suit the thick and heavy lenses while larger frames offer a wider field of view. So if let's say you go for a higher power, usually we'll go for small frames so that it is, it is not, too heavy for the patient. Okay, although larger frames offer a wider field of view for the patient, okay, but this may cause the weight and also the thickness will be more for the wider frame, although it provides a wider field of view. So this need to be taken into consideration while selecting the frame. Okay, it is advisable that frames should be as small as possible, but as big as necessary to cover up the field of view also. And also another thing is with this high plus reading glasses, right? Proper adjustment is crucial because of the heavy lenses. Okay, as you all know, when the frame is heavy, right? So the tendency for all the, temple to get loose, the nose pad is, get adjusted. Okay, so it might slide down very quickly on the nose. So that can be actually, lead them to have like a not a proper fitting. So with this, heavy lenses, right? Proper adjustment is crucial for the heavy lenses. Okay. Adjustment should be made behind the ear. Okay. So that it can hold it, as you know. Okay. And the nose pad has to be very comfortable and with a good stability. Okay.